Didak been reported the smother by Betts. Kept it alive. The impossible goal! Goal of the year, Eddie! Stouch goes on in the middle.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, before I start today's episode, I just want to say thank you for all the positive feedback that I'm getting. Actually, not one negative feedback so far. It's incredible. Usually, last year, I was copying it left, right, and center, left negative everywhere. Okay, but this year, everyone is positive. I love it. Just calm it down. Now, let's continue, and we have today Max Holmes. We have his player review, and we're going to dig in deep because I really want to see if it's worth bringing in Max Holmes to start with him, because good price. So is it worth it? We're going to find out because we had so many requests for this young man. Now, Max Holmes has had 4 seasons in the system, and as you can see, every season he's gone up in average. Okay, he's improving. And is this 2025 going to be a breakout year? Now, that's a question. No one can predict that, but it's possible. The role is there, but it's not, okay? If he had a full midfield role, it's probably there, okay? So we're going to see, where did he play last year to get to average 99.1. Now, taking a look at last year, you can see here the scores are up and down, okay? You got some ceiling games of 134, 133, and then you got an 88. Then he backs it up with a 103, 110, and then you say, well, I wish I had him. I mean, this block of games here, 109, even from 98, from 98 up until 110, they're okay, but there's a lot of these little games where he scores an 80, a 71, a 69, that let him down, and the average drops, okay? So we need more consistency out of him. Now, who is he competing against? Let's have a look. Now, Max Holmes, priced at 530 odd K. Okay, now he's competing against the sick dog, Wangan Milera. Okay, now you got Tom Stewart, you got Dale, and you got Rioli, all about the same price as Holmes. Now, I'm not saying if you don't get Holmes, you should get one of these guys. Okay, I didn't mention. I'm just saying he's competing against them. Okay, so is he going to be a top 6 or top 8 defender? Now, if we have a look at last year, the top 8. Okay, let's go. Actually, let's open this up. Okay, if you have a look at last year, okay, besides you got Flanders, Sheasels, Ryan, Whitfield, Zorko, the Magnificent. Okay, you got the Governor, all right, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's the top 6. Then you got Sinclair, Houston. You got the Spud, okay, and then you got Jordan Clark in there. We still got Ridley. Right now, Newman is out, okay, so we may even start looking at replacements for Newman, because the news out that it's not good for Newman, something with his knee now. And then you got a few of these boys that we're talking about, okay. Well, we won't call them B graders, we'll call them A minus, because these are the A graders here, okay. So these could be A minus, all right. So you got these boys here that can potentially take the spots of these boys here. Now, if you were to spend 533K for Holmes, you're not bringing him in to then trade him out. You're bringing him in to be a keeper. You're looking for value out of him and hoping that he becomes a keeper. Now, to be a keeper, he needs, like the top 6 is averaging 110, so he needs to go at 110. He's going at 99. Can he improve on his last year's output? We're going to find out. Now, also the good thing with Max Holmes is we get to see him in round 0, so we'll get a better understanding of his exact position and where he's playing. If it's going to be the same role he had last year, we'll know that as well, because we don't have much data on the young boy, because of the fact that you can't really go by his first and second year or his third year, because he only averaged 80. So the only data we're going to go off is the 2024 year. And it's not much to play with, all right? So in the 5th year, he may go next level, so we don't know. So with the CBAs, we take note here that the first 5 rounds, or actually the first 9 rounds, he didn't feature much. His highest was 21%, okay? Then he featured a little bit, okay? Then he had some greens in here, so 69%, 50s, 41s. Then he didn't feature again. Then he featured. Then he didn't feature again. So he's up and down like a yo-yo. And now you got Bailey. You got Bailey Smith that's arrived. So we don't know if Bailey Smith is going to come in that midfield and replace him, and maybe he moves to the back line. These are all questions that no one can answer at the moment. I don't even think that Scott knows the answer for these questions. Just come down. Now we see the CBA's sort of average, okay? We're going to do a proper calculation soon on what he scores when he gets more mid-time. But does he take kick-ins, okay? Let's find out. Well, last year, the kick-in king was Tom Stewart, okay? And then you got Zach Guthrie and Mitch Duncan. You got Zach Tui. And right down the bottom here, you got Holmes. He's only taken 1, 2. He's taken 3 kick-ins and played on once. So it doesn't actually play on from his kick-ins a lot either, sort of half of them. So you can really just count it as 1 or 2 kick-ins a game, so it's nothing, okay? So the kick-ins is not going to get you many points. Let's dig in deeper now with Max Holmes. Now I'm going to look at Max Holmes' first game, okay, where he played. He's got a 112 this game, okay? It says wing, looks like more of a midfield wing role, all right? So that's his first game. Let's keep going. Let's have a look at a 95. What did he do with that 95 game? It also says wing. Now it's got a wing and played a bit in defense. So maybe he started on the wing, all right, and then moved around. So it looks like more of a defensive role. The following week, because the problem with Holmes seems to be playing everywhere. He doesn't actually. This one says he started forward pocket, but doesn't look like a forward pocket. Now. So let's go to his latter games, okay? Where did he play, all right? It says here wing, halfback flank, so it looks more like a winger, okay? But that's not a wing role, so that's more halfback flank. We got midfield here, all right? In the midfield it says he scored 71 points, so that's not many. And it is a midfield role, but he didn't score many that game. So the heat maps aren't showing me much, all right? So I'm going to do something else, a different exercise now. Now, I'm going to look at his CBAs. Now, anything over 50, let's say anything over 40%, okay? But most of them are pretty much close to 50. Okay, anything over 40%, we're going to calculate his scores, all right? When he gets CBAs. So let's go here. So it's 57, 58, 47, 60, 66, 50, 69, 50, 69, 69. Okay, now, he's averaging 97 with more than 50% or more than 47% CBAs, and some of them are pretty high up, 68%, 69%. So that's actually not a good thing for him, the CBAs. Now, what's he averaging when you take those CBAs out? Okay, let's have a look. When it's under 47%, and it'll probably be the same because that's what he's averaging anyway. He's averaging 99, so it's going to be the same. So whether he plays half back or midfield, he averages the same thing. It's around that 99 mark. Now, his disposal efficiency, let's have a look at it, okay? It says here 55%, okay? Now, he scored a 76 that game. This is, actually, that's round 24, okay? That's what is it, round 27? That's the finals. Round 25, this is the finals. Scored a 150, what is it? 86% disposal efficiency, 152, okay? That's off half back again. Okay, so he's better off half back than he's in the midfield. But unfortunately, he goes in the midfield as well, so he's actually not a full-time half-back flanker. It says here wing, but he got injured. Okay, so 53% time on ground, scored 76. So off the half-back, then again, he's not playing high, he's playing wing here, so it's not half-back. So I can't work out where he's playing, but his disposal efficiency is actually a problem as well. Have a look at this. Right, besides those 2 big games in the finals, and he scored last game of the year and the finals game, he had 85%. Now, that's rare for him, because he normally goes at 70, 55, 30. That's an 81% game. He scored 118, okay? It's 80% game, scored 97. But a lot of them are in the 70s and 50s and 60s. He's not a very good, even though he's a lot better than Walsh and a lot better than Smith, okay, but because Smith is going at 50s and 60s, okay, at least our boy here is going at 70s, but he does have the odd 60, but it's not that bad. 104. It's hard to work him out. Let's take a look at his tackle numbers. Now, tackle numbers 2, 3, 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 3, 2. They're not huge, okay? They're not massive. Tackle numbers when he's, well, we saw what he did in the midfield, only averaged 97. Okay, and unfortunately we don't have much data to work with. All we have is this. This is it, okay, and it's not giving me much. So I'm going to go to my final verdict. We now go to our final verdict, and Max Holmes, okay, now the question is there value here with Max Holmes at 533k? And, well, that's priced at 100, and I would say no. Okay, it could be unpopular opinion, but I'd say he's pretty much priced at what he's scoring. Okay, is there upside? There probably, well, cash I'm gonna probably get no, but there probably is upside. Okay, maybe there's upside, but we don't know. We don't know his role. Is he gonna play in that midfield? Is he gonna play halfback? Is he gonna do what he did last year? The same thing. There is, I mean, he's on his 5th year. There's room. There's a breakout year coming, looming for him. So he could break out. However, okay, if he does break out, now this is the good thing with Max Holmes. Let me find this buy structure. Now I've got this little buy structure here, created by the Footy Mailbag. Okay, Damo credited this for us. Now, if he does break out, all right, well, it will not be too late to bring him in because he's going to play round 0. We're going to see him. He's going to play round 1, round 2, okay? He's going to then have his bye. Now, he would have already played 3 games by the time round 4 comes along, so he'll have a price increase, okay? He may go up by, actually, let's work out how much will he go up by. I have another little tool that I got to show you guys. Just coming down. Now, if you go back to DFS Australia and click on AFL, okay, they've created a new tool for us. Okay, this is genius. Okay, now it's called the Supercoach Pricing Projector. Okay, let's click on it. Supercoach Pricing Projector. Now, click off the ads. Now, this thing pops up here. We're going to go to Defenders. Okay, we're going to Defenders. We're going to look for the 533k range. So let's go down. Here it is here, Max Holmes. Okay, now let's say he scored, in his first 3 games, he scored 120s. Okay, he went nuts. Okay, 120s. And you watched all this happen. You watched all this unfold in front of you and you couldn't believe what was happening, okay? He scored 120s the first 3 games. Then he has his bye, okay? How much does he go up by? Okay, let's have a look. He goes up by 28k. Now, I'm happy to pay 28k extra for him. Still 562k, still cheap. I'll pay this. Okay, so I'll go back over here. All right, where's his team? Okay, go back over here. So now he's 28k extra. So now I would have watched, let's say, a Will Day, or if you don't have Will Day, you can have because Will Day might not have enough juice on him. Okay, you can have the Hawthorn boy, Jai Newcomb. Okay, you could have watched Jai Newcomb, and you might say, look, I want to swap Jai Newcomb to Max Holmes. Okay, so all you got to do is trade out Jai Newcomb. Okay, now Max Holmes also has midfield eligibility. You can actually pop him in there. It's just a straight swap. And you do this on the buy round, so you also miss out on Max Holmes' buy. So even though he scored a 120, okay, he's missed a game, and then 120 in round 1. So he only missed 2 scores of 120, then he has a buy. You just pick him up from round 4 onwards. So that's something you can also do, and that's probably something that I would do, okay? So when it goes to points, I'm predicting he's going to go about 105. All right, let's say there's an increase from last year, from 100 to 105. Is he a keeper at 105? Maybe. Okay, 105 maybe. You want your defenders to go at 110. It makes a difference. Okay, 105 is okay still. Now, decision for me is a no. It's a wait. Wait until his bye. Okay, I want to see him for 3 games. Okay, because one game you can see here, one game doesn't give you enough data. Because one game he could score 133, next game he scored 88. So one game doesn't give you enough information. But if you see a 120, 120, 120, then you're sort of a bit tempted. Okay, so you can go for him then. So going back to my team, okay, I would say no, wait until he's bye. Is he a must-have? No, not now. Okay, not a must-have now. And the notes, it's a wait and see, okay? That's why it's probably important to structure your team in a way where you can actually have players like Newcomb in the team or Day in the team and see how they go. If they don't perform, okay, well then you can get rid of one and then just make the switch. But if you have Will Day or if you have Joy Newcomb and they're going nuts, okay, they're going bananas, okay, well then let's say we got let's say for in this spot here we've got Sinclair. Then you may get rid of Sinclair and bring in Holmes, okay? Or you may you'll find a way, okay? I'm sure you'll find something that can bring Holmes into your team. So that's what I would do. Anyway, that's all for today. Thank you for joining, and remember one thing: it's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.